What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Jaime Dee Show. Woo! Live on KSHP AM 1400 and 107.1 FM every Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. until 11 a.m. CT and live on YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, and Facebook at the Jaime Dee Show, a real live morning radio show. Welcome, welcome, welcome. It's an absolute pleasure to have you guys here on this hump day. Yes, it is Wednesday. We're almost here. We're almost here to Friday. We're almost there. Seriously, we're almost there. We're literally halfway in between the week, and I'm ready for the weekend already. Y'all, this changing of the clock has been throwing me off. I don't know about y'all, but I didn't even know we were changing the clock this year. I didn't. I really didn't. I don't know how I missed that in the news. I don't know why I didn't see that on social media. I just realized that when I looked at my microwave, that my microwave was off. I'm like, why is the time different? And then I was on the phone with my friend, and she's like, oh, yeah, we set our clocks back. And I'm like, oh, didn't know that. Hey, Andrea, welcome in. I see you, Philip. What's up, Kara, LB, Gina, Chandler, welcome, welcome, welcome. It's an absolute pleasure to have you guys here on this live morning radio show that is the Jaime Dee Show. And for those who are in their cars right now and didn't turn their dial to something else, I really appreciate you guys for being here. All right, so on today's show rundown, we're going over the daily news, and then our social topic of today is going to be suppressing yourself for the sake of others. What's up, Philip? I see you. I really want you all to join in that conversation on suppressing yourself for others, because I want to talk being humble. I want to talk being cocky. I want to talk being arrogant. I want to talk, is there a medium? Is there a middle part? Is there just left and right, black and white? We got to talk about it, all right? And for those who are listening in and need something to do tonight, don't forget, I will be at the TGI Fridays inside of the Gold Coast Casino today from 7:30 to 9:30 p.m. I probably won't be doing as much because I'm kind of in some more pain, but I will be there tonight. I will be, don't judge me if I'm sitting down, but I will be there. And I'll be making sure that I'm hosting my turn chicken night at the TGI Fridays inside of the Gold Coast Casino from 7:30 p.m. until 9:30 p.m. tonight. That's 4000 West Flamingo Road. 4000 West Flamingo Road. It is free to come play trivia, and the prizes you can win will actually pay for your drinks and your food at TGI Fridays inside of the Gold Coast Casino tonight. All right, let's get into some daily news. Look, Philip is already ready to go in on the social topic of the day. I love it. So according to Fox Business, a Colombian-run company called Dictator appointed a new AI robot, Mika, as company CEO. Mika is a research project between Hanson Robotics and Polish rum company Dictator, who customized the CEO to represent the company and its unique values. In a Dictator company video, Mika said that, quote, with advanced artificial intelligence and machine learning algorithms, I can swiftly and accurately make data driven, end quote. However, Fox Business reporter Lauren Simonetti noted that there is a, quote, significant delay, end quote, in the time it takes Mika to process and respond to your questions. Listen, I'm all for AI. I'm all for technology. I'm all for advancement in our futures. What I'm not here for is literally replacing the human touch, the human emotion, the human action that is needed to keep the world going. I'm not with replacing humans for AI because, as we just heard, Mika is slow at responding. Sometimes you don't get the most accurate answer. And what I've noticed, even using Chat GPT, is that you may get a great general guideline of what you're looking for. However, it's missing the human feel. Like when I use Chat GPT, and it's an amazing resource, don't get me wrong, it always feels way too generic. It doesn't feel like a human wrote it. It really does feel like a robot made something based off of assumptions and what's generally happening or what's generally known. And to me, that's like, we're not there yet to be able to say, let's have robots completely replace humans. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Oh, thank you so much. I really appreciate that, Kara. And what's up, Mercy Depar? I see you. But yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comments. Do you guys think that we're at a place now where robots can completely replace humans? So another real quick tidbit. When I was booked to host the Breathe convention here in Las Vegas, Nevada, as their celebrity host, I worked with Cuba Gooding Jr. and I worked with Sophia the Robot. Now, Cuba Gooding Jr. is a real person. He is a real man. So he came as himself. But Sophia the Robot is a robot who, in my opinion, plays a real human, is a robot in human cosplay, is AI. And when I was hosting the live panel with Sophia the Robot, she was slow. She didn't always have the right answer. She didn't always know exactly what to say. And I forgot, somebody in the audience asked Cuba Gooding Jr. a question, excuse me, and they confused Cuba Gooding Jr. with some other actor in their system and was like, yeah, I also love Cuba Gooding Jr. in this movie. And Cuba was like, I wasn't in that movie. So yeah, like I don't believe that AI and robots can completely take over humans. I just don't. Tracy, the Way Up CEO out of Dallas, Texas, says, if AI/robots get, quote, the human feel together, would that really be a good thing? Look what humans do with their feelings. Collectively, we're a mess. Excuse me. I'm telling y'all, I don't know what it is. Maybe it's because I'm having to enunciate more when I'm live on the radio, but my allergies always act up when I'm getting ready to be on the radio. And when I'm on the radio, makes no sense. But yes, Tracy, I completely agree. Have you guys not seen iRobot? Like, have you not seen those movies where the actual robots have true human feelings? Do y'all not remember Will Smith fighting for his life? By the way, shout out to Will Smith because that was a really, really good movie. But yeah, if we gave robots true feelings, that would be scary. Seriously. Also, I want to say this. I personally, and I'm going to only speak for myself, did not hear much about voting on social media. I'm going to just say this out loud. I didn't hear much about voting on social media. Usually you hear voting a lot on the news, but we know that a lot of people get their news from social media nowadays. We know a lot of people still watch the news, but a majority of the people get their news from social media. And I want to let you guys know, people are voting in their cities. Do you know what they're voting for? You need to go check it out. You need to go Google it, because just like the Way Up CEO says, Tracy Holloway, I voted yesterday. I need you all to go out and make sure that you're staying up to date with when voting is happening and when the deadlines are and what you're voting for. Also, listen, it's one thing to be responsible and get your vote in because we are responsible for who we put in office, but it's another thing to know exactly who you are voting for. Take some time, do your research, and know who it is you're voting for. Don't just vote for somebody because they're a Democrat or Republican. Know what they believe in. Know the issues they're tackling, and make sure you vote for the people you truly believe in. And I'm gonna be very honest. I want to hear what you guys think, but I didn't hear much about voting in Las Vegas. I'm just saying. So whatever you guys are doing in your cities, make sure you pay attention. All right, guys, we're gonna take a quick break. When we come back, we're gonna have some more daily news. I don't want you guys to go anywhere because this is the Jaime Dee Show, live on KSHP AM 1400 and 107.1 FM every Monday through Friday from 10 a.m. until 11 a.m. PST. I'll be right back.
Hello everyone, it's Shy from Nursing Cosmetics and Aesthetics Wellness Spa. We're located right here in Las Vegas, Nevada. Address 8360 West Sahara Avenue, Suite 220. We're located in the Summerlin area. Be sure to check us out. We are running specials on all services. That's right, 10% off all services the month of October, whatever you choose, regardless if it's a facial injectable treatment, body injectable treatment, wellness service such as IV hydration, weight loss therapy, or even skincare and getting a facial. You get 10% off all services this month. Be sure to mention the Jaime Dee Show and get an additional 15% off your next facial service. Make sure to give us a call at 725-205-1147. We hope to hear from everyone soon, and don't forget our special deals in 1031-23.
From exhilarating natural wonders to enriching cultural moments and beyond, Illuminarium Las Vegas is the immersive entertainment venue at Area 15 with unique experiences like Wild, a safari experience, and Space, a journey to the moon and beyond. Open daily 11 a.m. to 8 p.m. with last admission at 7. Locals receive a 10% discount. Illuminarium, 3246 West Desert Inn Road. For more information, call 702-221-1200 or visit illuminarium.com.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Jaime Dee Show. Woo! Live on KSHP AM 1400 and 107.1 FM every Monday through Friday from 10 a.m. until 11 a.m. PST, and live on YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, and Facebook at the Jaime Dee Show, a real live morning radio show. Welcome, welcome, welcome. It's Hump Day. But yes, I ended off the last segment talking about voting, and I want to go a little bit more into it this segment before I go into some more daily news. I want to remind you all the 2023 U.S. elections were held in large part on Tuesday, November 7th, 2023. The off-year election included gubernatorial and state legislative elections in a few states, as well as numerous citizen initiatives, mayoral races, and a variety of other local offices on the ballot. So I'm going to need you all to remember to vote. Vote, 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 vote. Again, this elections had numerous citizen initiatives, mayoral races, and a variety of other local offices on the ballot. Make sure you know who you're voting for. Make sure you get out there and vote. And make sure you're paying attention to the news, not just social media, but the news as well. Because social media may tell you parts of what's happening, but not go in depth like the actual news media outlets on ABC, CNN, and all the other news NBC stations are doing, okay? So make sure that you guys are paying attention. This is very important, who we put into office. You guys are out here crying about not having rights, crying about people trying to get rid of your abortion rights, crying about people saying that you can't be gay and get married, crying about people saying you can't be trans. Well, this is your chance to do something about it. Do something about it. Vote. Do your research. And if you're one of those people who cry about not having what you want out of life and you're not also voting, you're at fault. Period, point blank. I don't care what anybody says. You do not have the right to complain about not having any type of resources or any type of rights or any type of justice if you're not going out there and getting your voices heard by voting. Now, if we all do vote and it doesn't work, then y'all can complain. But before then, vote, okay? Please, 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 please vote. I don't know how many times I have to tell you guys to vote. Please, please. All right, let's get into some more daily news. As written by the Shade Room, Yusuf Salam, a member of the exonerated Central Park 5, has won a seat on the New York City Council and will represent a district in Central Harlem, according to AP News. Back in July, he won his primary election in a landslide. His victory comes 34 years after he was wrongfully convicted in a Central Park jogger case. Tuesday night, Salam celebrated with his supporters and said, quote, "Today we stand here together, not as separate individuals, but as the united force that has collectively triumphed over adversity, as a community that has chosen hope over fear, and as a moment that has embraced the power of generational change." End quote. Let's take a listen to what Yusuf Salam had to say in more detail.
Today we stand here together, not as separate individuals, but as a united force that has collectively triumphed over adversity. As a community that has chosen hope over fear, and as a movement that has embraced the power of generational change. I am deeply humbled and honored to stand before you as the newly elected city councilman for the legendary village of Harlem.
I literally almost cried because you already know I'm a sap. I am okay with saying that I am sensitive. I am in tune with my emotions. I have went to therapy and y'all should too. But seriously, to have been a victim and being said to have raped somebody, to being said to have attacked somebody, to have been public enemy number one, to have what seemed to be the whole New York coming against you, to now being like, I was exonerated. I was really a victim. I was never lying. The lady who lied on me was the real predator, was the real aggressor, and was the fake victim. To now being in office is amazing. So I'm going to clap it up for Yusuf. That is a beautiful sight, because it just shows you that your life is never set. Your life is never set. You never know what's going to happen today, what's going to happen tomorrow, what's going to happen next year. Your life is not set. And what people try to set upon you can always be broken. I love anybody and everybody, and whatever religion you believe in is whatever religion you believe in, and I love you for that. But I'm going to say this for myself. My God is a powerful God. My God is a mighty God, and my God has the last word. Not humans, not the people in power who shouldn't be in power, not the people out there who fake to be victims and use their white man and white woman tears to get black people in trouble, and then we actually get in trouble. Who actually has the decision, who actually has the power is my mighty God. And I don't care what nobody says, my mighty God will always bring to light what has happened in the dark, and will always come with the truth. Period. Period, point blank. Period, point blank. And I will feel that way for anybody, whether they're black, Hispanic, white, trans, gay, bi, whatever it may be, straight, I don't care. But in this moment, we're talking about a black man who probably thought at that moment his life was over, and now look at him, about to make change. Look at him, probably in a space that he never thought he would be in 34 years ago. Look at him being in a space that he was voted to be in by a majority of the people. If that's not God, I don't know what is, period. And again, I'm only speaking for myself. I'm only speaking for my mighty God. I'm not pushing religion or beliefs on anybody else. Believe what you want to believe in. But to God be glory, period. Period. And I feel that in my own soul, because I have people trying to come against me, and I'm just like, ooh. But I got to remember, my God will always have the final word. And when you walk in your truth, when you walk in your power, and when you walk in your praise, and when you walk in your belief, you will come out mighty, powerful, and with justice in hand, period. All right, let's get into this next news, because this actually relates to Central Park. As stated by Hollywood Unlocked, Amy Cooper, the infamous Central Park Karen, who actually is what she is titled to be, who called the police on Christian Cooper while he was observing birds, has pinned her thoughts about the moment and says she's still hiding while receiving death threats. In an article published by Newsweek, Cooper said she took her dog on a walk on May 25th, 2020, and claimed Christian yelled at her and said she shouldn't be in the area because her dog wasn't on a leash. Quote, before recording me, Christian Cooper yelled out, if you're going to do what you want, I'm going to do what I want, but you're not going to like it, end quote, she wrote. Cooper said she was scared, which made her call the police. Quote, I was a female, alone in a secluded area of Central Park, with a man yelling at me and threatening me. As a victim of sexual assault in my late teens, I was completely panicked for my safety and well-being. Then Christian, who did not own a dog, bizarrely tried to lure my dog to him with treats, immediately raising a red flag. News stories of poisoned dogs quickly came to mind. My mama bear instincts kicked in, and I immediately pulled my dog by his collar, fearing that something would happen to him, end quote. She continued. However, there is proof in the pudding. And I want you guys to go ahead and just retake a listen, if you haven't already, to this video that actually released back in 2020. Hear it.
Would you please stop? Sir, I'm asking you to stop.
Please don't come close to me.
Sir, I'm asking you to stop recording me.
Please don't come close to me.
Please take your phone off.
Please don't come close to
And
me.
I'm taking a picture of calling the cops.
Please call the cops. Please call the cops.
I'm going to tell them there's an African-American man threatening my life.
Please tell them whatever you like.
Excuse me? I'm sorry, I'm in the Ramble, and there is a man, African American, who has a bicycle helmet. He is recording me and threatening me and my dog. There is an African American man. I am in Central Park. He is recording me and threatening myself and my dog. And my. I'm sorry, I can't.
There's another slide we're going to play too. Play the next slide.
Here, leader. I'm being threatened by a man in the Ramble. Please send the cops immediately. I'm in Central Park in the Ramble. I don't know.
Thank you.
Child, I am so glad we have camera phones. I know I talk about how technology can be so annoying, but I also love technology. Just like he said, thank you. Thank you, Miss Ma'am, for giving me the proof that I needed to not only show the police, but to show the world that there are racist, hideous, and irritating people like you who use your white woman tears for injustice, who use your white woman tears to bring down black people, who use your white woman tears to play the victim when you really are the aggressor. And now you want to pen a letter talking about I'm in hiding. You want to pen a letter talking about, oh, now hear me out. I'm going to say this real quick because I am 100% in support of those who are victims of sexual assault, those who have trauma, and so on and so forth. But you do not get to use your trauma in this instance to try to pin a letter and say that is why you acted the way you acted in this case. No, let's call a spade a spade. You saw a black person, decided to bother this black person, and when you realized you couldn't get away with it, you then tried to use your white woman tears and your victimism to then try to get this black person in trouble, and now you're trying to get out of being public enemy number one and trying to get at the heartstrings of people talking about sexual assault. Lady, there are people out there who are really sexually assaulted. There are people out there who are really raped. There are people who are really out there who are not even over their traumas that they had when they were a kid, who are walking in a trauma response every day, who don't do what you do, and who are suffering every day. Lady, you are weird. And whatever public shame you got, you deserved it. I don't care what anybody got to say. I said what I said. I feel how I feel. And I feel this way even if the person wasn't black being messed with in Central Park, period. But they happen to be black. I happen to be black. And that is why I am super upset about the situation because, girl, come on now. Stop bothering people. Can y'all just leave people alone and mind y'all business? Jeez. All right, guys, we're going to take a quick break. This is the Jaime Dee Show live on KSHP AM 1400 and 107.1 FM every Monday through Friday from 10 a.m. until 11 a.m. PST and live on YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, and Facebook at the Jaime Dee Show. I want to remind you all, you're more than welcome to comment, like, and subscribe on the YouTube. And it'll be very helpful if you send out the link to your friends, families, and everybody else who you think will enjoy me, Jaime Dee. I could use the support and the love, all right? And remember, always call in at 702-221-7283 to have conversations about what we're currently talking about. I'll answer the phone. I got you. Hey, this is a real live morning radio show after all. I'll be right back because when we come back, we're talking about suppressing yourself for the sake of others. Stay tuned.
Hello, everyone. It's Shy from Nursing Cosmetics and Aesthetics Wellness Spa. We're located right here in Las Vegas, Nevada. Address 8360 West Sahara Avenue, Suite 220. We're located in the Summerlin area. Be sure to check us out. We are running specials on all services. That's right, 10% off all services the month of October, whatever you choose, regardless if it's a facial injectable treatment, body injectable treatment, wellness service such as IV hydration, weight loss therapy, or even skincare and getting a facial. You get 10% off all services this month. Be sure to mention the Jaime Dee Show and get an additional 15% off your next facial service. Make sure to give us a call at 725-205-1147. We hope to hear from everyone soon, and don't forget our special deals in 1031-23.
Welcome to Hash House A Go-Go, where we've been serving farm food and crafted cocktails for over 2 decades. Visit us for the full Hash House experience at any of our 5 Las Vegas locations. Hash House A Go-Go is where old school meets new and gets twisted. We bring people together over good food and fun. Come in for breakfast, lunch, or dinner, and come hungry because our portions are huge. Visit us online to see our entire menu at hashhouseagogo.com. Hash House A Go-Go. It's a Midwest thing, and there's nothing else like it.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Jaime Dee Show. Woo! Live on KSHP AM 1400 and 107.1 FM every Monday through Friday from 10 a.m. until 11 a.m. PST, and live on YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, and Facebook at the Jaime Dee Show, a real live morning radio show. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm super happy to have you guys here on this hump day. Welcome, welcome. For those who are tuning in right now on the Instagram, good to see you guys right now. And for those who are in their cars in Las Vegas, and for those who did not change their radio dial, please don't change it. But thank you for not changing it and actually tuning in to the Jaime Dee Show. Now, I want to remind you guys, I want you all to go to Nursey Cosmetics and Aesthetics Wellness Spa. They are the premier wellness spa and aesthetic spa here in Las Vegas, Nevada. If you need anything cosmetics, Shy Smith has you. She's located on 8360 West Sahara Avenue, Suite 220. Again, 8360 West Sahara Avenue, Suite 220. If you say the Jaime Dee Show, she will give you a free facial on the house. Yes. Also, I will be there tomorrow. Yes, I will be there tomorrow, Thursday, November 9th, in person, doing my live morning radio show from Nursey Cosmetics and Aesthetics Wellness Spa. So come out, join me, mix and mingle. My events are always a great place to network with amazing people in the community, and come get a free facial. Yes, come get a free facial, no strings attached. No putting your card down, no getting tricked to buy anything. You're just coming out to enjoy me, Jaime Dee, a free facial, and Nursey Cosmetics and Aesthetics Wellness Spa. Then I will also be at the Drip Bar Las Vegas, located on 4579 West Flamingo Road, 4579 West Flamingo Road, here in Las Vegas, Nevada. I want you guys to know I'll be there this Friday, November 10th, doing my live morning radio show from their location as well. And we will be giving out discounted drips, okay? Discounted drips, 4579 West Flamingo Road. So yes, I have a lot of things going on today. Turn Trivia Night at the Gold Coast Casino inside of the TGI Fridays. Turn Trivia Night, 7:30 to 9:30 p.m. tonight. Tomorrow, live morning radio show from Nursey Cosmetics and Aesthetics Wellness Spa. And then Friday, I'll be at the Drip Bar Las Vegas. So make sure you guys tune in, come out, support the kid. Let's have a good time. All right. All right. So if you're just now joining the live morning radio show, I already spoke about some daily news. And now I want to get into suppressing yourself for the sake of others. Let's talk about it. I see Tracy, the Way Up CEO, said, free facials. Yes, free facials. Okay. I see Mr. Pebbles welcome me in on the Instagram. Let's talk about suppressing yourself for the likes of others. I've said this on my live morning radio show several times, that you all are going to hear me talk about my accomplishments. I'm going to big up myself. I'm going to constantly remind those who try to consider what I have done to get here in this spot small, that ain't nothing small about the life I have lived and the achievements I have gained. I'm going to say this again. There is nothing small about the achievements I have made in my life and what else I'm going to achieve in my life, period. Nothing small about it. And I don't care what nobody says. Everything I do is big. Everything I do is amazing. Everything I do is worth it and on purpose, because I need to make sure that I block out the negativity. I block out people trying to judge me. I block out people trying to stop me, because if I let those voices come in and let those people who are trying to stop me win, then I'm going to feel like everything I did was small. Then I'm going to feel like that I was never good enough. Then I'm going to feel like that I don't belong right here. And I'm going to tell y'all here right now on this live morning radio show, I am deserving to have my own live morning radio show. I am deserving to have my opinions heard across the world. I am deserving to be here and to personify who Jaime Dee is in front of thousands of people. Period. I deserve this. And you all deserve whatever it is you work for. Period. Don't let anybody tell y'all can't get or have what you have. You deserve it. I don't care what anybody says. You are in the spot you want yourself in because you want it to be there. And you deserve to be like, thank you for this, self. Thank you for this, whoever you believe in religious wise. Thank you to my mental state that says, I am good enough. I need to keep going. I am deserving. Forget the haters. Forget anybody who's trying to tell me that I have to be small to get somewhere. No, you deserve to be wherever it is you work for in life, period. And that's why I'm glad to be here at my live morning radio show, because it finally took somebody like my general station manager, Mark Hayes, to see my experience, to see my value, to understand my worth and say, you do deserve to be here. Because there was other people who saw my worth and saw my value and decided to put me down on purpose because they were jealous of me, because they were afraid of where I could go, because they didn't want me to be their competition. And I'm going to say this because I've always said this. None of y'all are my competition. Not a nan one of y'all are my competition, because I don't think about any of y'all. None of y'all are in my lane. You want to know why? Because you're in your own lane. Because there's a space for everybody in this world to achieve. There's a space for everybody in this world to break generational curses. There's a space for everybody in this world to make money. So I'm not looking at what you're doing and saying that needs to be mine, or I'm jealous because you're doing it. I'm looking at it and say, okay, you know what? I'm glad you're doing what you're doing. Big up to you. You keep it up. Even if we're both live morning radio personalities and you have more fans than I do, and you have a longer spot and you're getting paid more than I am, that's awesome. Guess what? I'll be in my own lane one day too, getting exactly that or more. So keep doing what you're doing, because I'm going to be there when I am going to be there, period. And nobody's going to stop me. That's just how I feel. And I have to say that because so many of times we put ourselves down for other people. I remember when I was growing up, I would always hear from teachers and older adults, remember to be humble. Don't be too boastful about your life. Now, mind you, they weren't telling me this because I was doing that or because they were teaching me a lesson, but they were just saying it because they just wanted to say it. It wasn't nothing I did, but when you hear that from adults, you're like, yeah, they're probably right. Let me make sure to listen to them. And for sure, respect your elders. But as you get older, you start to realize things. You start to think for yourself. And I will always be like, yeah, be humble. That is definitely the move. You don't need to overdo it. Then when I started seeing other people walking in their success, telling people what they did when asked, and promoting themselves to the masses, I would always look at them in disgust, like, ew, why do you feel the need to talk about what you accomplished and what you have done? And then one day it hit me. Jaime Dee, you are hella insecure. You are jealous and you are afraid that will never be you. Y'all know that hit me. And I said that out loud to myself because I realized I let people socially construct me to believe that I would not be able to do that because I wouldn't get there, because I had to dumb myself down for the likes of others because it made them feel that way. And then when I was like, you know what? Dang, I am those things. Doesn't make me a bad person. That just makes me a person who needs to learn. That just makes me a person who needs to grow up. And I was just like, wow, that's crazy. And that realization came to me my freshman year of college when I was originally attending Johnson & Wales University in Miami, Florida, before I transferred to Florida International University later in junior year of college. And that is when my whole thought process of what being humble really means and what it looks like and how you can still be proud of yourself, talk about yourself, promote yourself, and boast about yourself and your accomplishments while being humble. Now, I know my listeners are extremely intelligent and hip, but I just want to read you all the definition of what it means to be humble. According to Oxford Languages, being humble means having or showing a modest or low estimate of one's own importance. Modest means unassuming or moderate in the estimation of one's abilities or achievements. What's up, Miwa? I see you. I just said the actual definition out loud because I'm not going to lie. Before I looked it up many years ago and really sat down with the definition, I just assumed humble meant to not speak about yourself and lay low on your accomplishments. But then once I read it and I really understood it, I realized to be humble doesn't mean to not say anything about yourself. It does not mean to big up yourself. It just means to not do the actual most when speaking about yourself. Not be what people would define as arrogant, cocky, or too full of yourself. Now, as stated by Oxford Languages, to be arrogant is to have or reveal an exaggerated sense of one's own importance or ability. To be cocky is to be conceited or arrogant, especially in a bold and impudent way. And to be conceited is to be excessively proud of yourself. Now, I want you guys to hold on to those definitions because we're going to take a quick break. And I want to tell you guys why this story came about. I want to tell you guys why I'm talking about being humble and being arrogant and being cocky and suppressing yourself for others. Because I want us to truly get into this conversation. Remember, you guys can always comment live on the social platforms I'm on. I'm seeing Niwa says, love that shirt. Thank you so much. I see people who are on social media right now saying, not the little one, only the big one, period. So yes, stick around. We're going to talk about this some more. This is the Jaime Dee Show live on KSHP AM 1400 and 107.1 FM every Monday through Friday from 10 a.m. until 11 a.m. PST, and live on YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, and Facebook at the Jaime Dee Show. I'll be right back. Stay there, okay?
Hello, everyone. It's Shy from Nursey Cosmetics and Aesthetics Wellness Spa. We're located right here in Las Vegas, Nevada. Address 8360 West Sahara Avenue, Suite 220. We're located in the Summerlin area. Be sure to check us out. We are running specials on all services. That's right, 10% off all services the month of October, whatever you choose, regardless if it's a facial injectable treatment, body injectable treatment, wellness service such as IV hydration, weight loss therapy, or even skincare and getting a facial. You get 10% off all services this month. Be sure to mention the Jaime Dee Show and get an additional 15% off your next facial service. Make sure to give us a call at 725-205-1147. We hope to hear from everyone soon, and don't forget our special deals in 10/31/23.
Is your dog suffering from a sensitive stomach? Hi, it's Kelly the Cookie Lady from Mooch's Munchies. Our dogs had super sensitive tummies, and I needed to find a low-fat treat that wouldn't give them gas or other issues. Most of the treats on the market were loaded with fillers, chemicals, and chicken fat. Many of them weren't even food. Well, I knew I could do better, so I developed Mooch's Munchies, and I'm happy to be able to share them with you. Stop by our store or our website, moochesmunchies.com, and find out why we say that Mooch's Munchies are totally pawsome.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Jaime Dee Show. Woo! Live on KSHP AM 1400 and 107.1 FM every Monday through Friday from 10 a.m. until 11 a.m. PST, and live on YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, and Facebook at the Jaime Dee Show, a real live morning radio show. Welcome, welcome, welcome. You guys can see that on my shirt. Yes, but yes, welcome in, guys. If you're just now tuning in, I already went over some daily news, and now we're talking about suppressing yourself for the sake of others. And before we went to break, I was giving you guys the definitions of what it means to be humble, what it means to be arrogant, what it means to be cocky. And after, again, sitting down in those definitions and realizing what they truly mean, this is when it really hit me, y'all. I thought my thought process changed before when I was a freshman in college, right? But until I did more research and really dove into understanding those words, then I really had my thought process change. Like, wow, hear me out when I say this. Being humble is not for me. Being humble is for those around you. Again, I'm going to say this again. Being humble is not for me. Being humble is for those around me. Now, that is when I said, forget being humble. You're going to hear about me. I'm not going to dumb down myself for others. I'm not going to not rejoice in my successes because it makes other people feel small, unimportant or insecure. I'm not going to stop doing what I'm doing, promoting who I am, and acting like I'm not worth it for the sake of others. I personally believe there's nothing wrong with having a sense of oneself, being bold, and truly being big upping yourself when and saying, like, I am the shiz naive, period. I don't see anything wrong with that. I don't think there's anything wrong with being like, my name is Jaime Dee and I have my very own live morning radio show. Y'all, I've been working for this for 8 years. You think I'm about to dumb down myself because it makes other people feel uncomfortable that they're not in their dream job? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I don't care what nobody says. Now, I say what's wrong is when you do it purposely to make people feel bad, when you do it to make people envy you, when you use it to tear other people down for not being where you are yet. That is when it's wrong. That is when it's being cocky or arrogant or extra for no reason. When you're out here saying, oh, my name is Jaime Dee and I have a live morning radio show and I'm better than you, and that's why y'all can't do what I do, then that's doing too much. Then that's being arrogant. That's being cocky. And there's no need for that. And also no need to always say it as well. I get that. Because sometimes people can overdo it. Sometimes people can overdo it. And I'm going to just say this. Not having a sense of oneself, standing on that, and saying I'm important is not a problem. Again, not having a sense of oneself, is a problem. Not having a sense of oneself, standing on that and saying I am important is a problem. Dumbing yourself down for other people is a problem. That is the real issue. You don't have to be moderate about who you are, but you also shouldn't be doing the absolute most. It's okay to be in the middle. It's okay to big up yourself. It's okay to say you're the prettiest girl in the world and no one can top you because I'm that girl, period. Now, it's different when you say I'm the prettiest girl in the world and everybody else ugly and they trash and they're da-da-da. Okay, now you're doing too much. Now you're doing too much. But it's okay to say nobody can top me because I'm doing this. You big upping yourself. You loving yourself. You doing it for yourself, and that's okay. It's okay to say I'm the ish for accomplishing things most people couldn't, because certain things are hard. Certain career fields are super hard to get into, and that's a known fact. So you're not putting anybody down for stating a known fact. I'm proud of myself for being able to achieve something or get a job that most people probably wouldn't be able to get, that wouldn't be allowed to most people in my community. Nothing's wrong with that. That's an accomplishment in itself, and that's a fact. It's okay to love yourself. Just don't overdo it. Don't be inappropriate, and don't be boastful and proud when it's unnecessary. There is a time and place for everything. Now, people may say, oh, Jamie, well, you're always talking about your live morning radio show when you're on air. Yeah, because that's my job. I have to constantly remind people who I am for several reasons. One, because there's haters who are always watching. You got to let them haters know you're not going to stop me. Two, people literally forget. And when people forget, that's how people forget to hire you for other things. That's how you forget to be approved for certain things. And that's how you forget to have people actually support you. And three, I am on a live morning radio show. I never know who's going to be tuning in, when they're going to tune in, when they're going to cut it off, who's new and who's not. Unless I'm on YouTube or Instagram and I have certain supporters who are always supporting, I'm never going to know who was always listening to my live morning radio show. So you always have to capture the mind of people who may be new. And for me and what I do, that's appropriate. That's necessary. You know what I'm saying? But to go out and just be extra AF and do the most and use it to make other people feel bad, that's when you're doing too much. Not Mr. Pebble says people forgot about me. Nobody forgot about you, man. Shut up, Lalo. But yeah, if people get mad when they ask you about yourself and you are bold and excited in your answer, that's on them. Don't ask me to tell you who I am. Don't ask me to tell you what job I do. Don't ask me to tell you how much I make. When I tell you, yeah, I'm just making this up. I don't need y'all to go to the blog and say any of this stuff. I'm just making this up. But if I'm like, oh yeah, I make 6 figures and I'm doing this and da-da-da, that's okay. It's okay to be boastful in that moment. It's okay to be proud. It's okay to be bold. And if you take offense to that, you should never asked. I'm sorry. What that dude said? I'm sorry, Pookie. I don't know what to tell you. I'm not going to dim my light so that you can brighten yours. What kind of sense does that make? My light can be just as dim, just as bright as yours. Again, we are not in the same lane. You are not my competition. You're just not. Now, this came up because this lady by the name of Jasmine Black says when you are being confident in yourself, prideful of what you accomplished, and something someone else is not, that is when people try to tear you down and it reminds them of what they're not doing, making them feel small. She said, we are depressed people because suppressing ourselves for the sake of other people is what makes us that way. We need to remove ourselves away from people who hate on us and who are uncomfortable with what we are doing. Now, I want you all to take a listen to her audio and tell me if you agree by calling in at 702-221-7283 or continue to comment on the streaming platforms because I will acknowledge your comments. Take a listen to what she had to say.
Feeling depression because you're suppressing yourself. You're around a lot of energies that don't want you to be you. They don't want you to take the pictures. They don't want you to get dressed. They don't want you to have the voice. They don't want you to be the life of the party. And the only reason why they don't want you to is because when you do so, it makes them feel smaller. It reminds them of what they're not doing. And instead of them feeling motivated by it, they rather turn you down so they don't have to face that reminder every day. When you out there closing them deals, when you out there taking them pictures, when you out there working out and you got that friend that's unmotivated to do so, you doing so can make some of them feel one or two ways: motivated or uncomfortable. And the people that feel uncomfortable by you winning and doing your thing, you got to get away from them because they're going to suppress you, or you're going to suppress yourself because you love them so much to make them feel comfortable. I'm definitely guilty of that. People use gaslighting words to keep you in the pocket. They'll say you're an attention seeker when you bathing in your light and doing your own thing. They'll say you're trying to take over. They'll say you're trying to outshine them. They'll make you feel guilty about having that light that you have. You got to get away from them people because that type of suppression is going to lead to your depression.
Listen, I'm about to ring this bell because Miss Jasmine Black, you said everything and more. You didn't just say a word, my friend. You said everything and more. Don't dim yourself for the likes of other people. Don't not talk about yourself because you're afraid that it's going to make other people envy you. You're afraid that people are going to look at you weird. You are afraid that it's going to make you look arrogant. If it's the right time and place and it's necessary, do you. The right people who are going to support you, the right people who are going to love you, the right people who are going to boast with you alongside of your boastful comments will come along when you continue to live in your shining light, when you keep living in your truth. You only want the right people around you. Let what you have to say deter people from not being your friend. Let people who hear what you have to say hate on you. Let people who feel like they can't be around you because you're too successful not be around you. You don't need them people. You don't need everybody to like you. You need the right people to like you. The right people are the ones who are going to love you unconditionally. The right people are going to be the ones who tell you, okay, but that was a little too much in that moment. The right ones are going to be the ones who are going to hear what you have to say and be like, I see your value. I want to hire you. I want to pour into you. I want to show you that you do have what it takes. Shout out to Mark Hayes, General Station Manager at KSHP, AM 1400 and 107.1 FM. The right people are going to be there at the right times when you are saying the right things, period. I don't care what anybody has to say. You should not stop being confident in yourself. Yes, you are handsome. Yes, you are pretty. Yes, you deserve that. Yes, I am this. Yes, I deserve this. Yes, I had to fight for this. Yes, I belong here. Yes, my life is just as important as yours. Yes, I am who I say I am. I'm going to say that again. Yes, I am who I say I am. Who you think I am is who you think I am. Who I say I am is who I say I am. And that's period. You can sit here and try to dim my light as long as you want to, but you'll never do it. Baby, I have my light switch on my phone. You can press that button all you want, but baby, I have the control over my light. No, do not let these people tell you otherwise. Because there are people out there who are plotting on your downfall. There are people out there who are going to hate you regardless. There are people out there who won't applaud you for doing the darn thing, but will applaud you for getting hurt, for getting upset, for not being better than now, for not taking the high road, for being just like them. Because you know what? Misery loves company. And you don't deserve that misery. You don't deserve that downfall. You don't deserve that dimming of your light. You do not need to suppress yourself for the sake of others. Again, be appropriate, be respectful, yes, but you do not need to do anything for anybody else. Your life is your life. You have one life to live, and no matter what you do, people are going to judge you anyway. Do you live on, boast about yourself, be proud, love who you want to love, date who you want to date, experiment how you want to experiment, because at the end of the day, those same people who you think you have to suppress yourself for are doing exactly what they want to do and not suppressing themselves. Don't let social construction reality stop you from being great, because you are great. You are loved. You are worthy, and you deserve it. Period. All right, y'all. I'm get off my high horse. That is the Jaime Dee Show, live on KSHP AM 1400 and 107.1 FM every Monday through Friday from 2 a.m. to 11 a.m. PST, and live on YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, and Facebook at the Jaime Dee Show. Don't forget, I will be at TGI Fridays inside of the Gold Coast Casino from 7:30 to 9:30 p.m. hosting my turn trivia night. Make sure you guys come out, support the kid. It's free, and the prizes will actually help you pay for your food and drinks at TGI Fridays Gold Coast Casino. And don't forget, I'll also be at Nursey Cosmetics and Aesthetics Wellness Spa Thursday, November 9th from 10 a.m. until 11 a.m. giving out free facials. That is 8360 West Sarah Avenue, Suite 220. Again, 8360 West Sarah Avenue, Suite 220. I love you all so much. Have a good rest of your day. Bye. What's up, everybody? You were just tuned into the Jaime Dee Show, live on KSHP AM 1400 and 107.1 FM. If you aren't in the Las Vegas area, you can catch my show live on YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, and Facebook at the Jaime Dee Show. That's TheJaimeDeeshow. If you want to advertise your business on my show, email us at info@jaimedee.com. Thank you all so much for your support. See you tomorrow.